This week, the Cinema Sisters will be reviewing two very different dog movies. A Dog's Way Home and Isle of Dogs. A Dog's Way Home was released this month. It was rated PG and ran for an hour and 36 minutes. Isle of Dogs was released last summer. It was rated PG-13 and ran for an hour and 41 minutes. A Dog's Way Home is about a dog named Belle. And she gets lost. And so she meets a cougar. They became friends. And Bella, the dog, finally finds her way home. The end. Isle of Dogs was about how all the dogs in Japan were getting sick and no one wanted to have to do with dogs anymore. They thought that the dogs were going to make everyone else sick and they were way too obsessed with cats. So they sent all the dogs to live on trash islands so they could be contained. The people thought it was for their safety, but then you find out that it was really a conspiracy and one young boy steps up to change that just so he could find his dog. My favorite part in A Dog's Way Home, well, I liked almost all the scenes, except for, I did not like it when it was night. That kind of was like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? Is there something going to pop out? My favorite character in A Dog's Way Home was probably Olivia, because I feel like she really cared about animals and she tried her hardest to make sure that Bella was fed and taken care of, and that even when Bella wasn't with the cat she lived with anymore, that the cats were taken care of as well. My favorite character from Isle of Dogs was Nutmeg and, well, I forgot what her name is, but another dog that looked just like Nutmeg. My favorite part, you should not be a ventriloquist someday. My favorite part in Isle of Dogs was when, in the beginning, when they, was probably when they were all journeying, the dogs and the boy were all journeying to different places, and so that they could try to find Spots, the boy's lost dog. I would recommend A Dog's Way Home for ages 8 and up, because in some parts it was really, really sad. I was crying. I got tears in my eyes 3 times. Oh my gosh. Okay, deep breaths. I would recommend this movie 7 ages because I think it took a very good lesson. And that lesson was, there are some things that may scare you. There are some things that may try to put you down when you're trying to do something and you really want to do it. But you just gotta ignore all those things and keep going. You can't let fear take over you. I think Isle of Dogs should be for kids ages 9 or 10 and up. For 9 and a half, and you're perfectly in the spectrum. But anyway, there are some parts that were really hard to understand. For some people, they might not, young kids might understand political stuff, like Mira Kobayashi, and they might not understand the dogs and what they were talking about sometimes. But it was pretty kid friendly in most parts. I think the ages for Isle of Dogs would probably be 8 and up. And I know you probably see me get mad at Sophia when she Yeah. We all saw that. I just think that politics and that's called when Simone doesn't have the right words to say. What were you saying, dear sister? I would rate A Dog's Way Home 5 popcorns because it was awesome! Or in dog language, I don't think that's dog. I would rate A Dog's Way Home 3 popcorns because in some places it was just really, really sad. And I was like crying. I would rate Isle of Dogs 5.5 popcorns. I think it was awesome. Why do you think it was awesome? I just think it's awesome. You're really going to need to learn supporting clay hand. I would rate Isle of Dogs 3 popcorns as well because I thought it was really good. I really liked it, but in some parts, it was just okay. That's a wrap for this episode of Cinema Sisters. Tune in next week when we review The Kid Who Would Be King. Arr! Arr! If you'd like to contact us, please visit us at inputcinemasisters.org where you can suggest movies that we should review. Remember, these movies must be rated G, PG, or PG-13. Remember also, we are going to do an Oscar special. Good